Hello, hello, hello. I guess I give everybody a few minutes to join. Sure is. Let me do something. Hi, Nico's Fashions. How are you? Hi, Queen Victoria Rose. How are you this evening? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I know there are a lot of new people here that I don't know. And it's been a while since I've been live. So I want to welcome everyone. I'm gonna introduce myself in a little while. But thank you all for joining. Thank you so much for joining. I decided to do this live today because it's been a good while since I've been live. It's been a while since I've done so much in my business that I have been doing over the past month, I would say. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Francesca Lane, and I'm the owner and operator of Grace by Beauty, which is a t-shirt movement for women turning their pain into power. I'm going to just do a brief overview of who I am on this live since it's been so long since I've been live, and I want everybody to get to know me better. You know, I appreciate everyone for following, and I hope that I'm following some of you all back as well. But my business got started in 2017, December 2017, and it stemmed from the loss of my first child. In May of 2015, I was pregnant and I was diagnosed with preeclampsia at 5 months. And I had to deliver her early. Being that she was, so small and her lungs weren't developed as well, she only lasted in the ICU a few days before she was called home. That pain for me took me to another level in my life, and that's how I started my business. Hey Marika, how you doing? Thank you for joining. That's how I started my t-shirt business. In 2017, that was 2018 made 1 year. Hey Andrea, how are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. 2017 was the year I started my business. So I would say I dove in extremely hard in my business maybe the first year and a half. When I say dove in hard, I mean everything. Live feeds, Instagram, I mean so much. I got to the point where I got a little relaxed, and I know, we're all guilty of it, but I got relaxed, y'all, and I just slacked all the way off, Hey Stephanie, thank you for joining. And do I regret it? Yes, I regret it because I had to catch up on so much. I mean, when I was like on overload when I got back, in the game, so to speak. But it's an experience, and I'm enjoying every moment of it. But so I set out for a little while. 2018, I gave birth to our baby boy, and I don't mind telling my story to anyone because I know that it's my testimony, and I know that it can help someone. I never thought that I would be in a situation like I was in. I mean, I was never pregnant. I never had a child, and to lose my first one, you would think that everyone would. I mean, your world would just end, and I know that's when I developed my faith in God. I mean, when I say so strongly, I gained a relationship with Him that I never knew that I would have. And it's been an experience. I am definitely enjoying motherhood. It is amazing. I mean, the thought of waking up to that little boy, I mean, it's just, it's it's amazing. So this year I plan to really do some other things in my business. I plan to add some other revenues. I mean, I'm enjoying the relationship that I'm having with the tribe that I'm in, my besties. I mean, y'all are awesome. Y'all keep me on point. Y'all keep each other on point, and I really, really enjoy that. Tori was actually my coach in the very beginning, and you know, when I began to slack up, you know, everyone has issues going on. So I know that she knew, you know, that something had to be going on. You know, Fran was, you know, I was just missing in action, you know, but I just had to build myself back up. With going through my first loss with my first child, being pregnant again, I had to make sure that that my stress levels were zero, basically. You know, I had to make sure that I had that peace of mind that I needed to get him into this world. You know, I mean, with my first one, I was sick and I didn't know it. I had been sick, I know, at least for a month. Like blood pressure was extremely high. I mean, and I'm thinking all of it is normal because everyone knows that high blood pressure is the silent killer. So with that going on with me, I didn't know because I couldn't tell, you know. So losing her really got me to the point where I knew that anything that I needed, any help that I needed, I knew I needed to depend on God for everything. Like, there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, he was my provider. He was everything. When I thought that I would lose my mind behind that, I mean, he showed me completely different, you know. When I gave birth in last year in August, that's when we had our baby boy. And you know, God is always up to something. He's always up to something. And it's crazy because I feel that the first time with him was a test with our baby girl, you know, and we all know that God's timing is everything. Nothing's gonna happen until he's ready. So we went through that in 2015. So 2018, you know, we were my boyfriend and I, we were co-parenting. We actually in a relationship. We lived together, and you know, our baby boy began to get sick. And at that moment, I knew that my faith level had reached an all-time high. Like, I was not worried about anything that related to him. I was not worried about him not making it out of anything. It's like I had no worries, none. He had a hematoma on his head at birth. And a lot of people don't know what he actually went through. You know, we're a private family, but we're a praying family. So a lot of things we don't put out there in the atmosphere as much because we pray about it first. But he had a hematoma on his head. And when it went down, we noticed that it had disappeared, but we didn't know that it had settled as blood around his brain. So at 3 months old, our baby boy had to have brain surgery, where he had to have the blood removed from his brain. And when I tell y'all, I was not worried about a thing. Hey, Sugar Lips. Hey, Jazella, how you doing? Hey, Ethnicity. Thank y'all for joining. If y'all just joining, I'm just telling my story because I've been out of the live world for a while. So I'm just kind of catching everybody up as to who I am and what I do and things like that. So, but, so yes, he would do it. Yes, every time. And so he had to have 2 bags of blood drained from his head. Mind you, he's 3 months now. He's just a little baby. When I say this boy is a soldier in God's army, it was like when he came out of there, he was just so relieved. it was like, Mama, you know, I'm glad this is finally over. Keep in mind, we never knew anything was going on with him. You know, that goes to show you how God worked, because the reason that we ended up in the hospital was nothing but God. I mean, he didn't even have to have the surgery. Wasn't an emergency. They just knew they had to drain the